Abang Mat Ali. Baru-baru 2 minggu saja kita mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah. Ini naik pangkat. Dan our KSU ini ada lagi Timbalan Pengarah Cik Omar dan our Deputy KSU Dr. Doraman Din. So pada hari ini kita ingin mengumumkan bahawa Sarawak melalui Jabatan Pendidikan so the detail are here. But satu lagi yang kita ini memang cabaran yang besar. We have 2,664 Semenanjung teachers who are supposed to report on the 9th of June, not 24th of June, the 9th of June, that is the day before yesterday. Supposed to report by the 9th of June, but it's impossible. We have discussed with the chairman of the Sarawak Disaster Management Committee and trying to get the volunteers, Sarawak volunteers, to help them to come over here. But still there is no enough flight. But I believe by the 24th, we believe that they will be able to come here because now Sarawak has already allowed full capacity for flight. So 2,664 Semenanjung teachers who are serving in Sarawak, they are still in Semenanjung. And they need to be around. That's one. Two, the Sarawak Disaster Management Committee does make any compromise. So all these 2,600 teachers, when they arrive in Sarawak, they need to be quarantined. Those who are serving in the town, they be served quarantine. But those who are serving in the rural areas, they be quarantined in the hotel for 14 days. So this one, I want to tell the parents, you don't have to worry that the teachers who are coming here and going to the school later on will be free of COVID-19 because they will properly quarantine in the hotel and quarantine in their own homes if they are serving in the town. So this again meaning that we cannot really start the class on the 24th because there were no teachers, not enough teachers. So some of the classes will not start on the 24th because the teachers are not there. But those who teach the schools who have teachers, they will start on the 24th. Correct? But this is only for Form 5 and Upper 6 only. Form 5 and Upper 6. So we are going all out to help the schools starting next Monday. The timetable is being drawn that who to go to the schools starting next Monday to help all the principals of the school. So any questions?
These 2,664 teachers, how many of them are actually teaching Form 5 and Upper 6? We have figures.
We have the figures. It's about 200 plus. But before he give you the figures, the Ministry of Education wants them to be all here. Actually, they want them to be all here by the 9th of June. The 9th of June. The 9th of June is already gone. So what is the figure?
400 plus only.
400 plus.
That is teaching Form 5 and Upper 6.
How many students are from Form 5 and Upper 6? From this 188 schools?
Okay. May I answer? For those Form 5, 34,306.
34,000.
34306.
34306.
Form 6, upper 6 is 6782.
678.
Yeah, 6,782.
Vocational.
All in the
So you mentioned just now all schools that has positive cases have been fully sanitized. How many schools are there?
Total number of schools just now is 188.
No, the one yang with positive cases. You mentioned here they have been fully sanitized. May I know how many schools yang ada positive cases?
SMK Kota 3 schools only.
Dekat kota Sekolahan.
Ya, dekat Semarahan ke.
All these three in Kota Semarahan.
Only two.
One Kuching, SMK Bandar Kuching number 1.
Sekolahan Bandar Kuching.
So we want to make sure that all the teachers are also trained to take the temperatures when they enter the school compound, because that is directed by the Ministry of Education.
So these teachers are saying they can't come back just yet because the
No flight,
flights,
no flight,
no flights
Yeah.
and expensive tickets.
expensive also. So we are actually
More to the
getting the assistance of Sarawak volunteers under Datuk Sri Padilla. So we have contacted them
In what aspect they're going to help them?
to get the names, and then they will book the flight for them.
Flight.
Yeah.
Tapi airfare memang
Fair memang the teacher.
with the flight. And this quarantine yang dekat hotel also by
The one, no, the quarantine hotel will be paid by the state government.
Doctor, you were mentioning just now earlier on about previously you might have 40 in one class, but now the maximum is
It's 20, yeah.
So you have 20 in two class.
Two classes, yeah.
If the teacher were to teach them the same subject,
No.
what is the teacher going to teach them?
No,
two
no.
classes?
This one I have discussed with the Director of Education just now, because this morning I was watching the Minister of Education. That's a repeat. Unfortunately, there was no reporter because none of the reporters actually teachers. I was a teacher before. So none of the reporter asked, what happened to the other 20? So here we are prepared. So they will get other teachers to teach the other 20, because that is for the first phase. We only open for Form 5 and Upper 6. So there will be some teachers who are available who can teach the other 20.
Will they be taught the same thing? I mean,
I think I think they are capable. They are capable. Because those teaching lower 6 can actually be deployed to teach Form 5 or Upper 6. They are teaching the same subject. It's going to be tough, but we still do not know how to actually separate those penghuni asrama yang menggunakan bunkers ini. We have to discuss with the principal of the school.
We are going to provide partition.
That is going to be tough. Kalau katil kita boleh asingkan, tapi bunkers ini banyak sekolah dia guna bunkers.
what other problems do you anticipate also with the reopening of the school?
Problem, daytime, I don't foresee any real problem. But nighttime, what happened to the student? Are they going to mix? Makan and all this? Do we have enough staff around? So that will be left to the warden. So that's why these are the one that our team who are going to the school next week will actually discuss with all the principals how to address these issues, and hopefully that we can address the issues. I can see a lot of challenges. I don't want to say of problem. We need to be optimistic. You know why I say challenges? Over in Semangyong, the number of penghuni asrama maximum is 800. I don't know now, maybe even less. But in Sarawak, I run the biggest secondary school, boarding secondary school in the whole of Malaysia for 8 years. And the number of boarders is 1,600 boarders. You can imagine, facilities are not there. So I don't know whether the situation has changed now. That is 20 over years ago.
Out of these 188 schools, how many are actually boarding schools?
But out of our school, we have 41 secondary schools which are double session. 41 double sessions. And some of these schools are having 3,000 students, like the one in Bintulu.
Yeah, 3,400.
Okay?
I mean, just one last question. I mean, most of the schools with boarding boarding houses are actually rural school, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one in Cebu, Sekolah Menengah Rosli Dobi. It's a boarding school
That's open, yeah.
in the town. Okay? So we hope that the parents, we feel secure now and confident to send the children going back to the school. Huh?
Do you think so? The parents will become...
That is the purpose of this this press conference, because we want to make sure that the parent feels secure to send the children to school by the 24th of this month. Because if we don't send them, the children will also suffer, because they may not be able to finish the syllabus by early next month and early next year. They are going to sit for the exam, I think in February next year. February next year. It's not going to be this year. So teachers need to finish the syllabus before they sit for the exam. Huh? Co-curriculum, no. No. Only this is more academic only. So it's very unfortunate, those who are in Form 5 and Form 6 this year. But we want to make sure that they don't miss.
They will get the first chance to repeat.
Normally they can repeat. In the past, they're given chance to repeat. So, okay, thank you very much.
This regarding internet learning, e-learning kan in the pedalaman area, seems like,
Internet learning, yes, there is going to be a dialogue tomorrow by Suhakam, organized by Suhakam. And a lot of the public have been saying that Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, all the non-examination classes, even primary school, should continue their normal lesson. As far as Sarawak is concerned, it's not practical. It's not possible, because more than 50% of our students don't have internet access. More than 50%. Not only in the rural areas, but also in the town. Some of them don't have the tablets, don't have the computers. So they cannot follow the online teaching. So it's not applicable to Sarawak. More than 50% not be able to follow.
The reason why they don't have all these signals?
One is the parent cannot afford. Two, in the rural areas there's no line, no internet connection. No internet connection. So even you have the tablets also you cannot use. Okay? Yeah. Thank you very much. So hopefully parents are more confident now. We will be all out next week.